So I'm getting starts in matches, like I'm getting 30, 40s. But what is happening is like when I get into those 30, 40s and I'm settled, that time suppose a spinner is bowling or even a medium pacer, like he's bowling loop 3 balls, he has bowled well. I have defended. Third ball I'm getting like, if he bowls up, I'm gonna step out and hit him over. But it's not required, I know. But it's happening somehow. Like when I get settled, I'm throwing away my wickets.
So what's happening in the first 30 runs? What's happening in that scenario? And what we've got to uncover is why is it changing? If you're saying you're getting starts, because there's probably similar situations in the first 30 runs. What's changing from the first 30 to the next? What do you think's happening?
I don't know. I think I'm getting a bit casual, maybe, or maybe I'm getting too like I'm getting used to the bowlers. I think I can hit them for like I'm taking them for granted.
Yeah.
I can hit them for like boundaries or something.
So you're getting a bit sort of overconfident.
Yeah.
But then, so you go a couple of dots, and then your thought goes to let's hit a big shot. Yeah. Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
So what do you think is the solution? What do you think is the...
Sometimes I think like I have to like tell myself no, I shouldn't hit this shot. But what's happening is like sometimes even in like loose balls I'm giving away my wicket. So not hitting it properly, like hitting it half and it's going to hands.
So what happens when people get in, right? And it's really common. I've spoken to quite a few guys in our group about this. Is you're quite anxious and tense at the start, and then when you get to 20, 30, you relax, and sometimes that can mean you play with freedom and you play really well for some people, and for other people they relax too much and then they start making bad decisions and start making mistakes because they've relaxed too much. So the other thing is you can get to a point, like you say, where you get to 20 or 30, and then you go, oh, I can do anything, and you start trying to play too much. I've heard before that the best players, and I've seen the best players, when they're going well, they try and like take less risk and say, right, no one's getting me out today. Whereas a lot of us, which might be happening with you, is we say, oh, I'm playing well, and we start trying to do too much. So, you need a mental routine. Do you have a mental routine? So that's something to work on, is because if you have a mental routine, you can have thoughts in between balls, that's fine. But if you have a really clear routine where you bring your attention to something, then as the ball's running in, you're focused on that routine or that thought or that cue, well then there's no space for the other thoughts to come in.
What's a mental routine?
So like, we have this process we teach, and I can't explain it in depth now, we don't have time, but it's the 4 R's: reflect, relax, reset, refocus. Now after every ball we say that you've got to reflect a little bit and learn something. If the wicket's slow or the bowler's bowling slower balls or outswingers, whatever, you've got to think about what they're doing and learn. Then you've got to relax in between balls. Take your mind off your batting and relax, otherwise you drain your energy really quickly. Then you've got to reset, and you reset your body. And then the last and most important R is refocus. Refocus on the bowler and the ball. And for me, I used to have a saying that I'd say to myself, game on, win this ball, win this ball, win this ball, win this ball, win this ball. And if I was saying win this ball, I was zoned in on just the ball and the bowler. I wasn't then able to let my mind go to something else. So hit him for 6, don't get out, or something else. But if I was blank, if my mind was blank, my mind would go to, I'm going to hit this for 6, which is what's happening with you. So maybe you need to give your mind a focus as the bowler's running in, a saying or something, so that it's not drifting off to other things. Does that make sense?
And like, is it a habit in nets also? Like, here we get like 30-40 balls in groups or something.
Yep.
So starting 20-25 balls, we play like according to the merit of the ball.
Yep.
When the coach said last set or something, we go like, okay, we need to hit some shots, strike some shots here. So that's the same muscle memory is like carrying in the matches as well. Like starting 20-30 balls, 20-30 runs, and playing focused. And then same, without me knowing it, it's coming.
Yep. So you need to find a way to train longer, train more, whether that's with your mates or in the bowling machines, or you need to try to find a way. But you need to practice your mental routine in the nets. The thing about cricket is it's so unrealistic. When we train in the nets, we usually face a ball and then we throw it back and then we face another ball straight away. But in a match, there's 20 seconds, 30 seconds in between balls, or spinner maybe 15 seconds. So we have to find a way, and it's hard here at KOC with so many people, but we have to find a way to train a bit more like a match, where you're slowing down in between balls. Even if it's just for a few seconds, step away, Take a deep breath, step back in and then refocus. Practice that skill of switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on. But you've got to practice, it doesn't just happen. Does that make sense? Does that help? Good luck. Good question. All the best.